Imagine this. You're standing on a battlefield. Your body is covered in blood. Hundreds of enemies are charging straight toward you. You know you're about to die. What would you do? Run? Beg for mercy? The Vikings did something almost impossible. They smiled because they believed the moment they died, their real life was about to begin. They weren't fighting to survive. They were fighting for eternity. And this terrifying belief turned ordinary men into some of the most fearless warriors the world has ever seen. More than 1,000 years ago, life in Scandinavia was brutal, freezing winters, endless storms, and constant wars. Death wasn't rare. It was part of everyday life. But instead of fearing death, the Vikings prepared for it. They believed powerful warrior spirits called the Valkyries watched every battle from the sky. When a brave warrior fell, the Valkyries would carry his soul to Valhalla, the legendary hall of Odin. But only the bravest were chosen. Everyone else faced a much darker fate. Valhalla wasn't heaven. It was an endless training ground. Every morning, thousands of warriors fought each other until death. Every evening, their wounds disappeared. They stood up again, shared giant feasts, laughed, drank, and prepared for the greatest battle that had not yet happened. The Vikings believed one day the world would end in a final war called Ragnarök. Even Odin, the king of the gods, would fight. Even the gods would die. Only the warriors who had shown true courage in life would stand beside them, but cowards, traitors, and those who lived without honor would never enter Valhalla. To a Viking, living without courage was worse than dying. Today, most people spend their lives trying to avoid danger. The Vikings believed something completely different. They believed fear was the real enemy, not death. Whether Valhalla truly existed or not, their belief changed the way they lived. It gave them the courage to cross impossible oceans, fight impossible battles, and leave behind stories that still survive after 1,000 years. Maybe the Vikings weren't fearless because they were stronger than everyone else. Maybe they were fearless because they believed death wasn't the end, it was only the beginning. So here's a question. If you truly believed death wasn't the end, how differently would you live your life?